Top Fan Rivalry family. We are back once again, one-on-one. This time we're going to go with Adam. We are going to discuss a little bit about his team and a few other things that I think you guys will find interesting. So, Adam, welcome back.
All right, thanks.
If they
Glad to
haven't
be here.
watched the episode with you and your dad yet, they need to do that because that was just pretty amazing, right?
Yep.
Pretty amazing. And the one-on-one with your dad, he may or may not have called out family members, starting to make lists, right? Okay, this family member. And
I was afraid he was going to do that.
so, by nature, tell me who your baseball team is.
All right, so my baseball team is the New York Mets,
Okay?
and I inherited them from my father. And you can see how passionate he is about hating the Yankees.
Yes.
And so by process of elimination, he got to pick the lovable losers. And I was born into it. And we've, like most fans, you hold it. It's a family tradition and you just roll with it.
Just wrote it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've seen a lot of things with the Mets. Now, when did you guys were in New York, how old were you when you guys moved out of New York?
So I was about 4 years old when we
Okay.
moved down from New York and I was actually born in the Bronx.
Okay.
And grew up a Mets fan and moved when I was like 4-ish.
Okay. All right. So you don't remember a lot of it.
Not too much.
But I'm sure you heard the stories about 1986.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And lived that quite a bit, right?
Yep.
Now, I love the gear that you're wearing. It says free agent fan. But
Thank you.
I know it, but let's tell everybody what this is and what you're doing with that.
Yeah, no problem. So my dad's dream has always been to see all 30 ballparks, right? And I discovered Stadium Chasers, right? And I found a whole community of people that actually go around and see stadiums. So a few months ago, my dad and I had a conversation and I was just like, you know what? I got to make this happen for him. So I surprised him and I told him that we're going to do all 30 this year. And so, we didn't have anything planned out yet, but I just wanted to surprise him. And I said, you know what? We're going to figure it out. And I'm going to do everything in my power to try to give him the coolest experience. And since the Mets weren't doing too well, and as soon as we did not try to sign Pete, we lost Nimmo, we lost Eddie Diaz to you guys. I was just like, I'm a free agent. I was just joking with my friends and my family, and I sent them a text. I was like, you know what? Let's go be free agents. We're done with these teams, right? Like every Mets fan feels every year that we have some hope, and then they pull it from us, right?
Right.
And that's fine. That's part of being a Mets fan. We understand it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that my dad got a chance to experience really the cool part of being at new stadiums and exploring it I just wanted him to have like the love for baseball back, right?
Yeah.
Not in front of the phone, being upset if something didn't work out the way he wanted. So I said, let's go be a fan, a free agent fan, let the teams recruit you. And so now we've been able to go to, I guess we can go through that later, but we've been able to do 18 parks so far this season. And we've just had the coolest experience. I interview fans of each team and just tell them, hey, this is what we're doing, and give me your best pitch as to how to recruit my dad to be a Dodgers fan. And so you get to see the passion from every team and all the heartbreak from other teams, and they share it with us. And it's just been so much fun because you can see how much people love their teams and how much they're willing to share it. And I like to let the teams compete for his fanship so he can do really cool things.
Nice.
Yeah.
So couple of experiences you've had. What sticks out to you when you're talking to fans? Obviously, if you say Dodger fans, it's all about the jewelry, right?
Yep.
I mean, we just keep getting the jewelry, and we're not buying it. Stop. The Yankees did that in the '90s. Listen, I get it, but anyways, a couple of fan experiences. Like, as you've asked a fan someplace, what's one or two ones that you thought, that's an interesting answer?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, we started the tour in Houston, and I had never been. We didn't know anybody. And I reached out to different fan groups, and 2 hours before the game, we had actually gotten a message from a season ticket holder that lives in Baltimore, but she had season tickets for Houston. And she's like, I love what you're doing. I want to take care of you. Please use our seats for today. it was so cool. We ended up like going up to Baltimore, trying to meet up, and then ended up, I found out that she had only 2 games left in her 30, Chase for 30. So I found out one of them was in Miami. So I pulled some strings when we went. I rearranged the entire schedule so that way we could go when she had planned to come down.
Nice.
And so I was able to use my contacts there to invite her to the game, and we got a chance to sit right behind the dugout, got a chance to get all of us onto the field for batting practice, and it was just a really cool experience. But we started in Houston, and I will say, so many teams have been so welcoming. We met the La Razas, which are in Houston, and I felt like the journey really kicked off awesome there because a couple of the gentlemen that we were talking to, huge Astros fans,
Yep.
and he had one of the guys, he had a sign that said, "Hit one for my dad," right? And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And he told me the story of when his dad actually passed away. And so he used to come to games with him. And it meant a lot to me, and it was emotional for me to see that because that's why I started the whole journey. You know, I wanted to be able to have these memories, and I started a YouTube channel and an Instagram specifically for that so I can share it with my family and friends and encourage other people to spend time with their parents while they can. And, you know, I think like, it's never too late to live out your dream. And so I was like, hey, this is a dream of my dad's, and it's going to be such a cool thing. And I will figure out how to logistically make it happen, how to find a way to pay for it, all that stuff. It's just, let me just go do it. And so I kind of blindly told him, in 2 weeks, we're leaving.
And you got 18 in, you still got 12 left to go.
Yep, 12 left.
Have you been up to Canada yet?
No, not yet. That's actually the next one on our next leg. So Arizona tomorrow, we're flying to Arizona. And then a couple days from there, we'll be in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got the passports ready.
You got the passports ready. Yeah, I wouldn't wear Dodger gear up there, by the way. They don't like the Dodgers very much right now. Okay, so ballparks?
Yeah.
Which ones do you just really like enjoy? I know you're doing this, and we talked a little bit about this on the one with your dad, but what ballparks do you really, really enjoy?
Yeah.
I mean, there's several of them there.
Yeah, there's definitely several. I can say from design aspect, I did like San Diego. I know that's one of the favorites. I also got to give love to the Texas Rangers. I know a lot of fans, old school fans love the open ballparks. Right?
100%.
And I've noticed that a lot of people hate on some of the domed or the retractable roofs. But I gotta say, they have so many gathering areas that I love to see. Like there's even rocking chairs that you can buy group tickets out in the outfield. And they have suites that have like cowhide leather seats, and like, it's just like, they really incorporated like Texas and what is, part of their culture.
Did you get the boomstick, the huge hot dog?
No, I saw it. Well, what happened was I was actually going to get him. They had this sombrero nachos and the big boomstick. And I was like, I'm ready to drop the bank. Let's go. For the first time for my dad to go there. But then they ended up upgrading us and putting us in the Lexus Club. So I didn't have to pay for any food. I was like, let's go.
Let's do it.
So he had his hot dogs and all his stuff in there. And
The
some
boom
prime
sticks
rib.
like this big and this big around.
Yep. And we saw some fans with all the food. I'm like, see, that is crazy. It's so big. And it was like opening weekend that time. So it was a lot of fun.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. When you were at Dodger Stadium, did you end up getting the barbecue in center field?
I did not. I got a Dodger dog.
You have to.
Yeah, you
They're
have to get a
famous.
Dodger dog. They're not my favorite.
New vendor.
Yeah.
New vendor.
I heard.
Yeah.
So, but you have to try it when you're there. They're super famous. But yeah, so I had it and it was good.
I won't tell you
No.
what team, but there's a team out there called, well, they now call it the Angel Dog. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No,
They're trying.
No.
They got a little halo of an onion ring at the end.
Yeah. No,
You might as well take it.
it's
Take it, Angels.
Exactly. Exactly. So ballparks, when you do this journey, and I love the fact that you do this with your dad. I think that this is amazing. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking. But what's So I go to a game with you. I'm down where you're at. I go to a game with you. How does it roll? Do we get there early? Are we going after food first? Like, what's kind of your MO when you go to a game?
Yeah.
Do you want to see the ballpark? Is it just let me get some of the traditional food for the local
Yeah.
whatever and then roll it from there? Or how's that work?
Great question. So it's been a work in progress, right? So now after 18, we've started to get a
Yeah,
routine.
yeah.
So my brother Nathaniel, he's been a huge help. He's coming along the journey with us. And so typically what we do is we try to get there like 3 hours early. Whether we have an experience or not planned, I always like to get there about 3 hours early to the game. We want to get in, and as soon as we get in, right when we pull up to the stadium, we do our little intro, right? We're lifelong Mets fans, but this year we're free agent fans looking for a team that won't break our hearts. And then we introduce the stadium, and I just like to look and see, get some footage and like just take in, like, are there statues outside? Learn about the history, get a chance to do all of that. Once the doors open, we go straight to get our first game certificate. So I had discovered this like a day before the game, that every stadium has a first game certificate. Some of them give you a pin. And I used to think it was just for like little kids, but I'm like, hey, we're kids at heart, right? We're living our childish dreams. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've collected one from everyone. I learned about the ballpark passport a little too late.
Okay.
And I was like, do I want to send it around? So, if anybody has a ballpark passport, feel free to send it my way. But yeah, so we do that. That's a staple for every game. My dad's like, let's go get the certificate right away.
Yeah.
Then I do one of two things. If we walk by the hot dog stand, I get his hot dog right away, right? You can't have a hangry dad. He's 73. Patience is not as much of a virtue as it used to be. So
It's not supposed to be. At 73, you're allowed to do whatever
you're
you
like,
want.
let's get there, right?
Right.
So get him his hot dog or get him straight to his seat. And then that's when I'm clocking in, right? I'm running around with my brother. We're filming, getting all the cool angles, trying to learn as much history and finding super fans, right? And so I'm looking for, all the gear or somebody with a dog that's dressed up or, anything like that. We talk to guest services and try to find out, the people that are there every day. I've noticed my dad actually used to be in security for sporting events. And so I always had, a very, like a special place for them. And so I always talk to them because they are actually some of the biggest fans you'll ever meet. So I always ask them if the team allows them to, get on camera or something. I ask them and say, what is so special about your team? Pitch to my dad why he should be a fan of your team. And then we just find the best fans and try to have the best experience. And then I'm running around trying to get to see the national anthem and the first pitch. So we've been pretty good. In the beginning, I was missing like 3 innings and I felt so bad. I'm like, my dad is sitting around. So now I'm getting good. We're right there before the game starts. And it's so much fun to just meet so many cool people. Yeah. And I show my dad, I'm like, look, this is what he said. And he loves it. And we go back home and talk about it. And then, it's been fun. Yeah,
That's amazing. You're always going to find those super fans everywhere.
Yes.
And each ballpark's unique. I mean, we just talked about the boomstick. Petco is amazing. You mentioned Gallagher Square in your last interview. Petco always confuses me because you have to, when you're on the field level, you have to go down a ramp to go up to get to the field level. When you're already there, it just confuses me. But have you guys been to Citizens Bank Park yet?
Citizens Bank Park, yes.
Yeah.
So
another great ballpark.
It is. It was beautiful, and I had bought seats right before the game started, and we were sitting. That key picture that every fan has to get right, upper level behind home plate. And the view was perfect. There was a rain delay, which actually worked out better because we got to see the sunset and the nighttime game. And the Flyers were actually in the playoffs right across the street. So it was such a cool thing to see all the parks next to us. And I actually got to see the Knicks sweep the 76ers the next day. I was like, I'm not missing this. I have to go.
All right. Last question for you. I love why you decided to do this.
Thank you.
Okay. Once you accomplish it.
Yes.
Okay. Is there going to be another journey to 30?
You know what? I've thought about this, right? And if the opportunity comes, yes, I think there could be. There's a lot of sports, and we're fans of a lot of bad teams. So Mets, Jets, Knicks, not Knicks anymore, right? But I think, and I haven't really told anybody this, but I think that for me, the passion is really about helping people live out that dream. And so, like, I've always thought of something of just being able to find people that are retired that still have these dreams or have been able to do these things, and just maybe start something where I can help them, or reach out to the community and help people like have these experiences that they didn't think they would ever have. And I bless we were able to bless my dad and spend time while we can with it and do these things. So I think that might be a cool journey to do, but we'll see.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I love that. I love that. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to have you back out here. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get to the East Coast and go on your turf and have you show me around.
Yeah, let's go.
That'll be. I have not been down to Miami yet. I've been to Tampa Bay. I know you're a Florida guy. I've been to Tampa Bay. I haven't been down to Miami yet. It's on the bucket list. A buddy of mine says it's a little bit harder of a ballpark to get to. It's not built in the best of locations.
Very true.
But
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, you have to experience it. Yeah.
I appreciate the time. We got to get you back on again.
For sure. Well, no, I appreciate the time. This is so cool.
I love this. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Everybody, Top Fan family, this is what it's about. It's about father and sons, and it's about actually making these journeys and making these memories and creating memories. So we're so grateful that Adam joined us today.
Awesome,
Thanks so
man.
much,
Appreciate
my friend.
it. Thanks for your time. Yeah,
Have a good one all.
Thank you, guys.